Hi everybody, how are you doing tonight? I hope everyone's doing well. We're getting out of November, almost into Christmas, so thought maybe we'd do some more ornaments. I sat here and I played around today and I come up with a few other ideas and I thought I'd share with you. I made these little roses and the leaves and the little swirl out of polymer clay. They need to be baked and they'll probably come off, so then I'll have to glue them on and paint them, and you know how that goes. But then I got to thinking, a lot of people don't deal with polymer clay, so most of us who have kids know what Play-Doh is, and that's what I made this out of, is Play-Doh. And all you got to do is set it up, let it dry, then you can paint it. You can treat it just like polymer clay. So this is what I did. Took just a little bit. Doesn't take a lot to make a rose. They're so simple. And most of you probably already know how to do this. We all played with polymer clay when we were kids. Let me move that just a little bit. There. So those out of the way. And you just start with a small piece, about like a pea size. Flatten it out. Take one little edge and just kind of roll it. And it gives you similar to a rosebud. You can roll them a little tighter. There we go. And it will stick to itself. Then take another piece and kind of flatten it out. I don't worry about any of the little cracks on the edge because, you know, it looks like maybe a bug got to it, and we've all had that happen to our roses. And you just make a little petal shape and just wrap it on around. And you can take and put like a little pinch mark in and pull it back, and it really gives you more of a natural petal look. And I do that. Might get 5 petals on a little rosebud to make a rose. I sat here today and I was watching girl Emily Welda. She's a hoot. And I've got a few more subscribers from her channel, and I really appreciate that, and I appreciate her. So thank you. Anyway, you kind of see where we're going with this. I know, I get quiet. I think we all do that. And you just keep going around and adding your petals. Now once it gets so fat, I kind of like to take and cut it off a little bit. Just be careful you don't cut your fingers. So that way, when you go to put it down on your piece, it kind of sits better. You see what I mean? So anyway, you can make them out of polymer or Play-Doh. You don't have to have polymer clay, and it works out just fine. So if you're like I was a few years ago, you can't afford polymer clay, but I had kids and I had Play-Doh. You can do the same with the leaves. All you got to do, flatten your little piece out for your leaf. Kind of cut your leaf shape out. And they're not going to be perfect. Of course, nothing in nature is perfect either. So, pop them out. I kind of mash them around a little bit, squeeze them out, get that shape right. And then I just take a little needle tool and I go and I make like the vein. And that's all you got to do then, is put your little veins in. Just go with that little slant. And they work fine. And at least you don't have to stop and go and bake it. Just let them sit. They'll dry in no time. Might take a day, but it's worth it. And like I said, Play-Doh, once it dries, you can paint it. You can treat it just like you would polymer clay. So, that was my idea for that. Now, I also had an idea. It's a little wreath. I did the roses. They are polymer clay. They were white, just like these. And the leaves. And I just painted them. So that's what we're going to do, is paint the roses. I've already got my leaves ready. Probably should have already painted the roses, but didn't even think about it. And it doesn't take them long to dry. Just slap it on there. But I seen Stacy Evans on hers. She done some beautiful little ornaments, and she used the shower curtain hooks, I guess they are. They're loops. They're, where did I sit mine? Here it is. They're like that. And that's what I used for these. I had a pack of them that we hadn't used. I think everybody's got an extra pack of shower curtain hooks. You never know when one of them little buggers is going to break, and you'll need it, so. But you just pick them up at the Dollar Tree. They're $1. I mean, you know, everybody, I think, anymore has a Dollar Tree near them. So, but anyway, you just paint. I never worry about getting the paint on me. I've usually got paint somewhere on me. We go out to dinner and I look at my hands, and usually I've got paint somewhere. So, and I rolled some little tiny ones and made like little rose buds. And they're little slippery suckers. You got to hold on to them. Y'all probably noticed a lot my hands shake. I'm not shaking because I'm nervous. I have degenerative arthritis, and it's in my lower part of my neck and both my hips. And the nerves that it pinches in my neck, unfortunately, operate my hands. So they seem quite shaky at times. Sometimes it doesn't bother me quite as bad as others, but most of the time anymore. So that's what that's from. I've really gotten quite comfortable talking to everybody, and everybody's been so nice. I've had some wonderful comments. I haven't had anyone be rude or mean or anything like that. So I appreciate that, because it's not easy doing this. Especially till you get that first 100 subscribers. You sit here, and while you're crafting, you're talking to yourself. You can't interact with everybody or anything like that. So that's what we all work for, is to get that first 100 subscribers so we can interact with y'all and talk to you and have a good time. I didn't know if any of y'all knew that, or probably might have, and just never really thought about it. So, but yeah, that's what everybody's shooting for, is that 100 subscribers. Alright, we got those made. They could use a little more painting, but they'll be okay for now. I need a wipe. Don't you hate it when you get to the bottom of your wipes and it's mostly liquid and it just, you got to bring them out to get to them? So, because I like to get most of it off my brush as soon as possible. Brushes get quite expensive. And we've all had to buy quite a bit of brushes, probably. So now all I did for this one is I had some of this moss from the Dollar Tree. And it's really kind of raggedy. But it'll work. They didn't have any nice looking green Spanish moss. So I figured I'll make do with what I can get. And really watch your fingers with these hot glue guns. I have burnt myself more times than I care to think about. And I just kind of pack it on there. Cover the whole thing. But yeah, I've been watching YouTube all day today and just sitting here kind of playing. Met some really nice people on the live chats. It's really been fun. I haven't had time to really do that lately. You know, the holidays, the kids, the grandkids come in after school, and time's gone. But yeah, just take your time. Don't burn yourself. And mush it all the way around. I really like the way Stacy did her ornaments on these. She used paper. She actually used old Christmas cards, and I don't have any. All of my family kind of right here, and we don't send cards to one another because we're right here. There's a thistle in here. That little bugger. Huh. Crazy. But I thought putting the moss around it kind of gives it that rustic looking feeling. I liked it. Maybe you will too. Like I said, just be careful and don't burn your fingers. So I'm getting mine pretty good. I think after a while you have asbestos for fingertips using these glue guns. Need a little more of that moss on it. And I like that the hook was clear to begin with, so it really doesn't show up too much. You just gotta work it around a little bit. But yeah, since I've been doing the YouTube, I've met a lot of very nice people. It's been fun. I wish I'd have done it a long time ago. everybody's really nice in the community. And if you're thinking about doing it, go for it. You'll enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. And everybody is so helpful. I was having problems at first with my videos not being able to get it. It didn't recognize my camera and stuff. And Stacy Evans, she offered to help. People are just so nice in the crafting community on here. Yes, I'm giving my wreath a little haircut. It just needed it. So, and if you have any ideas that you'd like to try or something you want to do, you'd like to see done, give me a message. We'll try it. Alright, that's got that done. Let me get this moss up out of here. Don't want to throw it away because you just never know. I may need it for something. So, back in the bag. This I'm not going to keep, the little crummy stuff. I can always get more crumbs just to empty the bag. Have any of y'all been out shopping? We went the other day, and oh my God, I do not want to go back out there, and they can't make me. It's horrible. We were in Walmart, and I got ran over not once, not twice, but 3 times by the same kid. And one of the times, the parent had the nerve to look back at me like I had done something wrong. And I'm like, really? You know, I have been almost knocked down. My buggy pushed pretty much out of my hands. And you want to give me the dirty look because your child does not know how to act in public. But, you know, what are you going to do? So anyway, I painted these leaves earlier to go on here. So they're stuck down pretty good. Alright. I like that little rose. I do love these little roses. So I'm going to glue them down. Like I said, you've got to cut the back off pretty flat so it will stick. If you leave that long skinny back on them, they're not going to do real good for you. At least I couldn't get mine to stand upright and look good. You know. And we all want them to look nice. Just hold them down a second. They'll stick. Where are my glue sticks? There they are. Here's a new one. Ooh. All right. Now you can add little
glitter to them. I think we'll try that. This is Craft Smart. It's a glitter paint writer, and I like them. They don't have too much glitter in them to where you don't notice what you're doing. You know, some of them have just got way too much glitter, and that's all you see is the glitter. So I just want a nice little layer, but kind of subtle. Nothing. And they look really pretty. I got this ribbon at Tuesday morning. It was like 99 cents for all of it. Couldn't beat that. You know, we always go out and look for those deals. Just tie a pretty little knot in it. You can hang it on your tree, and it looks pretty cute, I think. So that's one of the ornaments. The other one, I got to thinking, we don't all want to mess with polymer clay, and you know, we just might want a quick little easy decoration. So I had bought some gift tags. You know, they've always got so many pretty ones this time of year, and I always buy so many because I'll look at one and think of somebody, and then look at another one and think of somebody else, and you know how that goes. And sometimes you get 40 to 60 in a pack, and we never use them all, and we say we'll use them next year, but you know, by that time we've put them away, and when next year rolls around, we start seeing new little pretties, so we go and we buy the new little pretties. So I'm making these, and all these are the stickers, just a little fussy cut around them, and then you can go around them with your glitter glue or whatever. You could write under here, which I'm going to when I'm done, Merry Christmas with a gold paint pen, and they make lovely little ornaments. So, you know, you don't have to craft, I guess, to make something that you'd really like. Just to make a little something for you. Like I said, just, you don't have to even really fussy cut around them. They're pretty easy. I just go just a little. Oops. See that? Do you see where I messed up and pulled that? And that's sticky? Yep, that was me. But anyway. You know, and if it's something really tiny like those little itty bitty leaves, I'm just going to cut them off. Nobody will know they were ever there, and I'm not going to tell. But yeah, I've had a really good day. I hope everybody else has had as good a day. My grandkids, 3 of my granddaughters, come here after school every day for a little while. So that can get a little hectic. Matter of fact, I was watching Emily when they came in, and they were wanting to watch something else, and I'm like, nope, we're watching this today because this is what I want to do. Usually I give in, and we've got cartoons on the TV or something, but I was really having a good time. We have a Fire Stick, so I'm able to watch all of my friends on the TV, which is great considering I don't see real well, and I can chat with them on my phone at the same time. So it's pretty neat. I like it. We are hopefully going to do away with cable in the not too distant future and just go down to internet with the Fire Stick. A lot of people are doing that anymore. And, you know, old Comcast, that's who ours is. I don't know who everybody else has, but, you know, the service is getting worse and worse, and they just keep going up and up. So, not trying to offend anyone who works for Comcast. It's not your fault, but, you know, it's like they've got these bundle deals. Anybody got onto those? You get your phone, your internet, and your cable. Well, that's wonderful. Bad thing is, if your phone and your cable and your internet go out, guess what? So's your phone. You can't call them to complain unless you have a cell phone, or you go down the road. So, and I love the way their commercial, their phone, when you call, if you have a problem, you can report it on the internet. Well, no, I can't because I have a problem. They don't think these things through. It's common sense. But I'm not going to get off on my bandwagon against Comcast. So, anyway, peel that off now. And it cuts out very nicely. And I can stick it on there. And I made a nice ornament. And I didn't do a lot of work for it. And you can tie a bow up here. Like I said, we can... Where's my glitter glue? Here we go. You can... Yeah, there we go. You can outline it with some glitter glue. I've even used the... almost look like a Crayola from the Dollar Tree glitter glue for kids in the little craft section. I've even used those. They all work the same. Matter of fact, my other gold like this ran out, and I had some champagne gold glitter, and I didn't have it in a glitter glue. So when it ran out, I went ahead and I put me some Elmer's clear Elmer's in there and added some glitter to it, and I made me some champagne gold glitter glue, and I use it quite a bit, and it works just as well. So, you know, you don't have to have the most expensive things to do crafts. Like I said, if you don't have polymer clay and you want to make little roses and do an ornament, and you got kids, or you don't even have kids, go to the Dollar Tree. You get a 4-pack of Play-Doh. It's not Play-Doh brand, but, you know, for $1. And you can make crafts out of that. You don't have to have the oven dry. It will air dry. It may take a day or two, but, you know, it'll work. So what do you think? I'm very happy with that. I like it. Let that side dry. I hope you've learned something or decided to do a little craft or something. Maybe I've inspired you. I know I'm inspired every day by so many of you with your posts and your videos, and I appreciate every one of you. I'm hoping I will get to that 100 subscribers so we can do some live streams and we can actually interact. I would love to be able to meet you and talk with you and just have a good time. So I appreciate you watching. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. And if not, I'm sorry. Not everything's for everybody. Variety in life, that's what makes the world go round. That's why we have shopping. That's why we have a variety of things. Not everyone likes the same thing. And that's okay. So, have a good evening. Thank you. Bye-bye.